traffic etiquette, driving etiquette. Do we not need more of that in this world? All right, here we are. Greetings, Earthlings. This is Jacques Nechques, and you are watching TPRQ. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to do an all too frequent video, and it's going to cover a number of topics, so let's get right into it, all right? We're kind of honing things here at TPRQ. We are getting some feedback from our gentle viewers, offering their input, and so we're honing. And so we would encourage you, the gentle viewer, to comment and give us suggestions. What do you want to see? What do you think a 56-year-old stud like myself has to offer you? Good question. We'll work on that one. One thing we do know is that we are going to be basically dividing TPRQ into two divisions. And on the YouTube, that will manifest itself in the form of two channels. One will be the standard TPRQ channel, which is me here doing this kind of stuff, offering you reviews on books and movies and handyman item things around the house, commentary, consumer reviews, and items what I think we need to be aware of as far as what the media is trying to foist upon us to believe. Punctuation police, and you know, just things about life, all right? And that's going to be called Jacques Rocks. And in that phraseology, rocks is a verb, not a noun, right? Okay, so that's going to be the crux. Jacques Rocks will be different kinds of things like that. The other channel that we are going to have is, well, good golly Molly, we got breaking news. Hold on. Dang nabbit, it takes so much work. All right, as you can see, breaking news. Hazmat team at quarantined Dallas apartment. That is breaking news if I have ever seen it. That's almost like worth interrupting your board meeting for. As I was saying, I will be a critic of the media. IMHO, it is not breaking news that there is a hazmat team at an apartment building where Ebola was. That would be something that I would almost expect to have happen. So, all right, I'm not going to get into it now. All right, the second channel that TPRQ is going to be launching is going to be called, what's it going to be called? Getting There. And as some of you are probably quite aware of, I am a retired United Parcel Service driver, and I have approximately 30 years of driving under my belt and on my whole body. And I know what I'm talking about when I'm going to teach you how to drive. I'm going to teach your children how to drive safely. Did I mention that I am a UPS Circle of Honor member, retired? 25 years safe driving. So Jacques, you may ask, you said you drove for 30 years and you have a 25-year safe driving. Well, technically, you get into the Circle of Honor if you've driven at least 25 years. I actually had 27 years. Squeeze me, Jacques. Math check. That still leaves 3 years. What the fudge were you doing for those 3 years? I'll tell you what I was doing. I was driving like a bat out of hell. That was humor. Don't you love coming to TPRQ? I had a few mirror breaks, branches, stuff like that. So, you know, we'll get into that. But I want you to know that we're going to have driving tips, traffic laws, traffic etiquette, driving etiquette. Do we not need more of that in this world? All kinds of transportation issues as well, as far as planes, trains, and automobiles, air traffic control things, and you know what happened in Chicago with the air traffic control fire you got? The guy tried to stab himself. We're going to have reporters that are, well, I will talk about that kind of stuff. And even stuff as pedestrian, oh, pun, something as pedestrian as car maintenance. I'm getting myself confused now. And that's kind of the honing that we're doing here. So please do give me your feedback as to those two ideas. Jacques Rocks, which is me here discussing current events and things that are important to you. And Getting There, where I will relay my driving expertise and give you some samples and ideas. Some of them are actually called from UPS Safe Driving Methods. Anyway, now we're going to move on, and we want to talk about a few things. There's a few things that I want to talk about, and one of them is right here. Where in the fluck? Fluck, I said. There was an L there. All right, we're going to discuss a story here, courtesy of CNN. Marriott hotels, of which I am an occasional guest. Marriott Hotels has been fined $600,000, which, you know, is a pittance to them, for willfully blocking customers' Wi-Fi signals so they have to buy Marriott's Wi-Fi access. FCC says, no, there's a rule. There's a law or it's a rule. And no, you cannot interfere with somebody else's Wi-Fi system. It's illegal. And the FCC has fined Marriott Corporation. And here's the example. Marriott was charging exhibitors at this convention as much as $1,000 per device to access the hotel's wireless network. Sounds a little steep to me. So anyway, my opinion of that is that that was not good. Anyway, all right. And finally, one more thing. How long have we been recording for? Nobody knows anymore. Right now, we do have one very relevant headline that I think we need to look at. This is shocking. I'm shocked to look at this. I mean, to realize this, you know. So I guess the Republicans have that going for them next time. All right. It's time for You Ask, Jacques Answers, where you send me your comments and questions, and I will answer them. Alert, gentle viewer Rudy wrote in and said, Dear Jacques, I just don't know enough about flags. Could you tell us about or do a video on flags? And incidentally, Rudy spelled vidia, V-I-D-I-A. Rudy knows me only too well. So he says, could you tell us about or do a video on flags? Kind of like fun with flags. I think that's an awesome idea. Everybody knows the episode of, what was it, The Big Bang Theory or something? That they did the fun with flags thing. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I'm a vexillographer and a vexillologist, and I know a thing or two about flags. So Rudy, thanks for the suggestion. We'll get right on that. All right, thank you for joining me, Jacques Nechques, for Jacques Rocks, kind of. That's going to be what it's called. On TPRQ. My name, again, is Jacques Nechques, and remember, today is your day to take out the trash.
This is TPRQ.